Welcome back to the series, guys, where I'm trying to get a YouTube golf handicap to get in the top 10 British golf YouTubers for playing. And today's a little bit different. We're taking a break from the series because, as you've seen, we've played a little bit of scratch golf, we've had a couple of bad rounds of 4 over, and I think it's time for a break and time to sort of have a lesson with my coach, James Freeman. So,
looking forward to it. Should be good. See what we find really today. So we can hit a few of those. You've hit a few warm-ups, haven't you? So
yeah, I've loosened up a little bit.
Let's just have a little that. We've got the quad on, so we can have a little. I've got all the dots on the face, so we'll have a look at that as well. See what's happening.
It's gone a little bit sort of like left.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like I'm stood over it, like visioning what I'm going to do.
No.
Do you know, like whether it's a draw or a fade, I'm kind of just aiming straight. And
what's your preferred shape?
I've always tried to fade the ball. I've always wanted to be a fader of the ball, but actually, when I'm playing my best golf, it's a little soft draw.
Okay, that's good. Like I say, the key is just to know.
Yeah.
To know what's happening with it.
Obviously a bit high and right.
Yeah. When you're playing again?
I'm not in a rush to play again, actually. I'm quite happy to take a week out and just hit some balls.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Whatever really you advise, but
yeah. Well, I'd like to try and make you playable still. You know, even though you're looking at making a few changes, I like to think that we can make you playable still.
I've not got any...
It's always good to test it. That was a good shot.
Not got any comps in diary anyway, so I've got no pressure at the minute.
Obviously, you can see there, first few shots, a couple at the right, a couple at the left, and it's just a mixed bag. Although the strike is okay, the strike's better, we've got to just decide, you know, just get some patterns. So when you stood on a par 3, you hit it into your zones, and I like to give you the option to hit it down the sides of flags, so you're not having to, you know, you're not having to sort of work against a particular shape. You can actually go with it to try and move it into your areas. We'll do some video and we'll have a little look. So I'll look face on, we'll go through it, and then what I'll do is I'll go down the line as well, and we'll just put it on the app and just have a little look, see what's happening. So we're just gonna sort of change the backswing a little bit. So just set up to that for me. And what we're gonna do is, if that club, what I've found is with you, it's going in here a bit like this.
Right.
So, and then it folds. You look at camera and you go, "Oh, that looks all right."
Yeah.
But for me, we've lost the strength straight away.
Right.
Right. So because it's a bit like that, and you'll think, "Well, that's all right."
Yeah.
But you've got like a kink this way.
Like that.
Yeah. So obviously, when you're coming in, if you get that kinked and you've got some inertia and some sort of power and speed, it's going to sort of do this that club's going to go on its own. So what we've got to do, really, is we've got to make sure that we keep some strength in the shaft.
Yeah.
Because we need that pressure, and obviously fade-wise. So what I want you to do is just feel like you still go on your line, but you just get the club travelling like that. So you've got this left arm and the club all in a line.
Right.
So then when you move through it, you've got impact, so you're almost there in that spot there. So you set it a bit stronger. That's great.
Yeah.
And then from there, you've got your angle as you turn.
Oh, keep that cut.
You've got that. You've got a bit of pressure in your right hand, or you've got that feeling.
Yeah.
And then what happens is that goes on that angle at the top.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right.
Because then what you'll find is from there, to make room for this, what will feel way more on the outside of the ball for you, this will retreat to make room. So your hips will go, you'll go like that, and you'll come back this way. And then you'll really post that left side, and then you'll be really strong through the ball. But if you look there, just do that again for me. That was lovely. There, look at what you've got. Your armpit's way past the ball.
Yeah.
Your chest is lovely and starting to open. handle ahead, shaft strong.
Yeah.
And you're going to hit lovely fades from there because you're not doing this anymore, but your body's supporting.
So the difference is, for me, is it just having like a bit more of a set?
Yes.
So getting that hand on top and a bit more.
Definitely. If that right hand sets well,
whereas
you've almost got, you can see the difference there.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So get some pressure.
Pressure, definitely. We want some of that. So then the key question is now, what do we do? What do we work on first? The first thing is just hit a few with a stronger set.
Right.
That's all I want you to do. Just have a little go at that first.
And just a normal swing?
Normal swing.
Yeah. Well, it moved nicely left to right.
It's good.
And I felt like I were hitting down on that more.
Massively. It's good.
Yeah, which is probably a feeling that I've lost.
To be honest, I know it's like a practice swing.
Yeah.
But your speed was still just under 90.
Yeah.
And your ball speed 108, so you're not behind it much at all. It's a good shot.
I mean, that's probably first 2 shots of it similar, you know, like
very similar.
Trajectory and shape.
Yeah. It's a great swing.
That's why it's important to see a pro into.
I think
to get off.
There's lots of people with lots of good information. It's then what you're going to do with it. That's the key, isn't it?
I'm going to be honest. I would have never started with that personally.
No.
But I've not like looked at myself as in depth. But you know, I'd have. Yeah, that's brilliant, mate.
I think your body supports the club. So if you've got good posture, which let's be honest, we've started with a good posture, which often helps, 99 cases, I suppose.
I can't believe how just that move makes everything else feel better afterwards.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just feels better.
And even feel like the hand does that a bit there. Just keeps that, just a bit of that, so it goes upwards a little bit as well. Like that's great. Yeah. Because you'll find that a few of those, the face will be open. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Better.
Great shot. Just hit one more for me, same again. But the thing is there, if that club is a bit more, I'll try and think of the best angle. There, if that goes a bit more like that, that way, this, you can be you can open harder onto it.
Yeah.
Because what I'd want you to do is, I'd want you to feel like the body just beats the club to the ball.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want the club to start catching me up, really.
Yeah.
And that's obviously specific to you because we want to almost avoid, while ever the hips are moving this way, the shaft's going to drop sort of behind you, and then you're going to have to do something.
Yeah.
If you carried on, you could miss the ball. You won't miss the ball because you've got a good hand-eye and you're a pro, but you could easily, you go that way, you go right over the ball.
I think we're only a few weeks off it, if I'd have not come to see you.
If my diary was any fuller, you wouldn't have got in. That's fine. So set it there, great. And then from there, just feel like you would go sort of into that sort of left heel.
Yeah.
That left glute will take a bit of hammer there as you come through. But that last one was fantastic. It was a great shot. Oh, Gary.
I mean, the beauty of this for me now is I've hit probably half a dozen left to right.
Yeah.
Which it blocks that left side out, doesn't it?
I'd want you to move like this, really. Can we just have a look at the data there?
Yeah.
Because at each shot, it's still fairly shallow. It's only 3 down. So it's 3 down, but it's still down. It's great. Launch is 19.7, which is good for the speeds we're creating. What we've actually done is we've crept, bad English, 93.5 club.
Yeah.
Now we were hovering around that 90. So it proves to us really that we are creating the speed at the ball.
Yeah.
You might have 93 here, but at the ball we create, it's almost 94, 93.5. But a ball speed's gone from 110 to 117.
Yeah. So
that's big.
Compression.
That's that. Exactly. So we're still slightly into out. Spin rate's a good look. 6.3 for a 7-iron. It's in the ballpark, which is what you want. So I really like that pattern. So as you're moving through, and again, like I said, I'll send it on WhatsApp, but you set the club a little bit like that, stronger with that right hand. The movement through is a bit more freedom, as in you don't have to think about that too much because it's already set.
Yeah.
And providing your body gets across, that's not going to suddenly do this.
Yeah.
Because your body's you open up and you're in the way of that left shot a bit more.
Yeah.
So you're still going to might hit one or two, but you're in the way of that left shot. You can't. If you do that, you'll get it going left. If you do that, you're in the way of it a bit more. So that's good. But the good thing is that it has changed your feels a bit with what you're doing at impact, which essentially is the crux of what you're trying to do. So a few more of those.
I think the strike, like what we said originally in introduction, was the strike's gone from feeling like skew-whiff to at least feeling solid again.
Yeah.
Which makes a big difference.
It's a relief, isn't it?
Your confidence.
It's a massive relief when you get that.
That's better, isn't it?
Better. Lovely shot. But it's following a pattern, look.
Yeah.
What I will say is there's absolutely none left. We haven't hit any left, which is a good thing.
That last shot is what I see all the good players hit. That like low.
Oh, there's some good players around here.
Yeah, that low sort of fadey shot.
If you look at like the 2020 and that, it's full of quality.
Honestly,
full of quality.
Unbelievable. I mean, just to give you some reference, that at Worksop, 8 under.
Yeah, it's a great score, isn't it?
I mean, Chris Anderson, who I play with, shot 4 under. He didn't even make the prize pot.
No.
You know, you've shot 4 under.
I know.
And you've not even got it money.
Yeah, it's good. And then from there, that's great. Just do that one more time. And it's more like that. Just do that one more time. Just keep a bit of that in there.
Right.
Just a little bit of that.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I like that. Because at least from there, it's then going to fold.
Yeah.
And you can get that right arm in position. It's wonderful.
Brilliant.
Can't believe the difference from the first few shots you were hitting. Obviously, I never panic because I've seen it all before, but I never panic and think, oh God, it's major surgery. Yeah. It's not. It's never major surgery. It's just being aware of
I think
your
that's what I like with you, because you don't rebuild too much. No. You just give feels.
Yeah. I don't think, obviously everyone's different, and I wouldn't say I have a method particularly.
Yeah.
But as long as you've got relative control, the face, face and path. It's a glorious shot. Great shot. Great shot. And you can see that flight just falling, isn't it? It's not a pronounced shape.
No.
It's just falling in the air, which is great.
That's
again
fantastic.
There, 117 ball, lovely.
Honestly, I'm so happy with that. I might have to have a break, mate. I'm knackered.
I do sock it to you.
Yeah.
Which is good. There, look, club speed 97 there.
Yeah.
So there's some speed in there, which is obviously then we've just got to maintain the control. Launch is 18, which is good for a 7. 5.5 down, 5.1 down, 6-7 spin.
And I don't feel like I'm taking away anything that's too difficult to put into play.
As I've said to most people, and this is not sort of self-deprecating, but I am simple.
Just hit one with this.
Keep it, go for it.
I'm not expecting any results.
I am simple. I am a simple soul in the sense that, let me just move that. Is that in the? Yeah, that's fine. I'm quite a simple coach. I'll just give you some stuff. It's great. So you still need a bit on that because it's a 3, like a 3 wood in essence, isn't it? So.
That's exactly where I were aiming. To be
fair, you're making me look good.
Yeah, this has been a bit of a go-to club, but that was fantastic.
Brilliant.
To pick your wood up and then just hit it like that.
Yeah.
It gives you that bit of relief, doesn't it? Because I've done a lesson with irons, and you might
254 carry with that flight coming down like that. You loft. You've got 17 dynamic loft. Brilliant. Wow.
That's brilliant.
You can trust that, can't you?
Definitely. I think for me now, it is reprogramming my mind to sort of see that fade now.
Definitely. But stand on the tee, go through your process. Look at your start line. Every ball's got a start and a finish, start line, finish line, and every shot's got a minimum and a maximum. So you'd always want that to be relatively close. But that's great. 141 smash, 2.9, face to path. Great. Holy
great.
Moly. But again, if you think there, that's got a very similar shape to the irons. It's just a fall. It's
100%.
It's not a big.
No.
You know, it's not moving much
it's
at all.
It's a mean ball flight. If people think you lose distance with a fade, that's not losing distance, is it?
No.
That's like.
It's one of the biggest myths, isn't it?
That's ready to roll.
Yeah. It's a proper myth, that one. Because as long as your face and path, as long as it's got the same values the other way, it'll go just the same. I suppose you could argue that when it hits the ground, it might react differently.
Yeah.
But again, that's all different to different courses and different conditions and stuff. It's good, that 151 ball. That was good.
Gary, I'm bombing this, aren't I? Oh. Thanks for a great lesson, James.
Pleasure.
I've got exactly what I came for.
Brilliant.
Some great thoughts now to go away and practice, and you know, I feel like I'm shaping it one way, I'm striking it better. Basically, I'm ticking all boxes.
Brilliant.
And I'm not silly, you know, obviously I do need to practice that.
Yeah.
But it's just so nice to like not feel lost anymore.
No.
And not be wasting my time going at driving range. And at least in, you know, if I do play golf now, I'm getting some good visions and committing to what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So
I think it'll help you on the course.
What's your diary looking like? Because I'm sure this time of season now, I think people have neglected the game for winter, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's a perfect time, really.
We're about in the week 3 or 4 weeks ahead.
Yeah.
Weekends is about 6 or 7 weeks.
So you know, like there'll be a lot of people probably starting to play golf back in April.
Yeah.
They need to be getting booked in now, don't they?
Yeah.
Don't wait till April.
Yeah. If you to avoid disappointment, you've got to try and get on it really.
I mean,
but
I rang you and I had to wait 3 weeks, which weren't ideal, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? You've got to be patient.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad I waited, and looking forward to practicing now.
So am I. Yeah. The support between, you can always send your questions and give me a call between, and if you need anything. But you know that.
Well, what I tend to do is have a few weeks working at it, and then sort of, you know, take it from there. I'm not someone to kind of just do a weekly lesson, but I'll be definitely back.
Good thing is there's some content there that you can go away and try and digest yourself, have a go at. You know, it's not you. I wouldn't want to see you in a week, to be honest. It's just not long enough.
The beauty of this filming it as well, it's literally great for me to look back on.
Yeah.
And I have done with my pitching lesson. You know, if you struggle with your pitching, guys, go and watch that lesson I had with James. Absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant.
Guys, thanks for watching the video. Thanks again, James.
Pleasure.
And we'll see you in a few days' time.
Thank
Bye.
you. Well done.